Alright, Mother's Day. This is about my mother's gifts from us when we were little. I've got one younger brother and two older brothers, so I'm the middle child. Huzzah. So, to put this into context, my oldest brother had moved out and, for different reasons, wasn't coming home for Mother's Day. So my mom was already a little bit bummed out. If you're hearing this, bro, sorry, it's true. So he wasn't coming home. My mom was already a little bit bummed out about that, and then she started opening our gifts. Now, the purpose of this is not to say what my older brother got her, because I don't remember. It wasn't a disappointment, so it doesn't really relate to the story. My youngest brother gave my mom her gift, and she goes to open it up, and you can tell she's got her best mom smile on, like, yay. And she opens it up, and it's a generic-looking bottle with some weird yellowish liquid in there. And you could see this smile, but you could tell it wasn't hitting her eyes anymore. She's like, yay, and she looks over and goes, so what is this? And my youngest brother looks all happy, and he goes, Mom, I work at a car detail shop, because it was like his first job. And he said, I always see you working out on the car, like washing the car, and that it takes a long time to scrub the tires and make them look clean. But this stuff is super ultra powered. All you have to do is spray it on the tires and not even clean it off, and they're clean. So it's great. It'll save you a lot of time and energy. And my mom, as she's going, oh, okay, that makes some sense. She then gets to my gift. And I'm standing there very happy about this. Can't wait for my mom to open it. And it's a smaller package, kind of almost flat. And she goes to open it, and it is the most amazing, super pumped up package of Glade air freshener. And you can see the look in my mom's eyes as she, yay. As she's trying to hold a smile together, she's thinking, great, my oldest son's not coming home, my youngest son bought me a tire cleaner, my middle son bought me a Glade air freshener. This is a wonderful Mother's Day. And then I had to explain what was going on because my younger brother got a chance to. So I let her know. It's like, Mom, I took my allowance, which was like $5 or something. I took my allowance and I went to the store. And I got to the store and I'm trying to think, what is my mother going to want for Mother's Day? And I looked around and I thought, people always buy chocolates, people buy flowers, and I thought, flowers, great. Well, they had a floral display on the side, so I walked over and picked up a bouquet of flowers, and I smelled them, and they smelled lovely, and I walked over to the checkout aisle, and as I'm waiting for checkout to happen, my young brain, I was either early teenage years or probably more like 12 or so, so my young brain is thinking, what could make this better? Why does my mom want flowers to begin with? Well, they look pretty, but they also smell great because every time you see a woman getting flowers, they always, bend over and smell the flowers. And I'm like, okay, well, these flowers in my little male brain was going, oh, well, the flowers are already dead because they've been, cut. The smell is only going to last maybe a couple of days, and then the flowers will start to wilt and really die, and then my mom will throw them away. And I thought, how do I get these flowers to have their scent last longer or be more powerful? One of the things that came up in my head was, I could buy like a perfume or something and spray that on there. Good luck buying a perfume for under $5 that smells decent. And I thought, nobody's going to want to smell a flower that smells like perfume. That's not the point. It's supposed to smell like floral stuff. And I thought, what could I spray on this that smells floral? Well, Glade has those air fresheners that smell floral. Those aren't too expensive. And so in my mind, I'm thinking, hey, I could spray down this Glade air freshener stuff on my mom's flowers, and then they'll smell better. And every time they start to lose their scent, she can spray them again. I was like, hey, that works. Light bulb. So I walk over to the air freshener aisle, and I'm looking at bottles of this, and I happen to look down and I see these Glade air freshener plugins. And I look, and there's one that's like $4, because that even has a little refill, which is a bonus, right? Bonus time. And I thought, my mom deserves this awesome Glade air freshener plug-in, and it was floral scented. So, light bulb, I got my mother a Glade air freshener plug-in. I was the man. This thing even said it lasted 2 to 3 weeks, way longer than any bunch of flowers is going to smell good for. So, I also figured, hey, she's got 4 boys. Boys are not known for making the house smell wonderful, so boom, 2 birds, 1 stone. The house smells clean and fresh and like floral. And she gets a Mother's Day gift that lasts weeks. And when that goes out, she takes that little tab out and she puts the refill in. 2 gifts. Boom, I was a great son. I thought. So now my mom is obviously a little bit disappointed, but when she hears the story, my mother's mind goes, you know what, this will be a great story later on. And now she loves telling it and how she got all sorts of air fresheners and such. Fast forward years later, I'm an adult. I have a little bit more money now. And my mom has gone on a trip to California, to San Francisco to be precise. And she's out there. We're from Utah originally, so going to California, everything's a tad bit more expensive. And we're talking to her and she calls up and I say, hey, how's everything going? And she's talking about all the stuff that she's able to do and the museums and the food's great. And how, unfortunately, because things are a bit more expensive, that, budget's harder to keep. But that they've just announced that they're doing a play at their local theater. It's the Wicked play. If you ever heard of it, it is the Wizard of Oz from the Wicked Witch's side. Great play. But she really wanted to see this play. And I said, well, why don't you go? And she goes, because the tickets are like $100 a piece. And that's not in my budget. Especially not anymore. She'd been there like a week already. And boom, light bulb. That's what she'd do it this way. Boom, light bulb. I thought, Mom, what if I buy you your ticket? I'll just get you your ticket, and this is going to make up for that Mother's Day. Do you happen to remember And she immediately starts going over the story about the air freshener. So I knew she knew it. So she loved it. It was a great experience for her. She talked about that nonstop. So now every time she goes to tell the story about the tire cleaner and the Glade air freshener, and that was the Mother's Day, she waits about 30 seconds, goes, and I have to count, nudge her, and she goes, oh, but also, later on he bought me these tickets, and they were great. So anybody who ever thinks, hey, this gift is not the best, it's not my favorite, just remember, you could be getting a bottle of tire cleaner and a Glade air freshener.